Evening. Hi guys. Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching me from all over the world. Welcome to Get a Better Life TV. So I'm waiting for you guys to join the conversation. Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm waiting for you guys to join this conversation. You are highly welcome to Get a Better Life TV. This is where we promote Yoruba culture, traditions, and religion. So you are highly welcome as you are joining the conversation. So thank you guys for watching my videos. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching me from all over the world. Welcome to Get a Better Life TV. Tonight, our topic is Odu Ifa book. Odu Ifa books. Who is the copyright owner of Odu Ifa books? So there is a reason for this topic tonight. So I'm waiting for you guys to join the conversation. Who is the copyright of Odu Ifa books? So before we start, let me wait for like a few people to join the conversation so that we can flow together. So if you are joining me for the first time, you are highly welcome. So I welcome you all to Get a Better Life TV. This is where we promote Yoruba culture, traditions, and religion. So as you can see the topic says Odu Ifa books. Who is it okay to use books to find the message if not properly versed? Okay, we'll get to that. So, Odu Ifa books. Who is the copyright owner? So there's a reason for this topic tonight. Here in Nigeria, our time presently is 2 minutes past 8 o'clock p.m. So the topic is or was inspired by what happened in Yoruba land a few days or a few weeks ago. Something happened, and that led to this topic. The owner of Odu Ifa book. As you all know, that Orunmila is the prophet, is our prophet sent to we Yorubas, and he came with messages. And in the past, Orunmila messages used to be in oral forms, oral messages, which are passed down from one Babalawo to another. So tonight, this topic is very crucial, and we should talk about it. Who is the copyright owner of the Odu Ifa books that we have around today? So I want you guys to join this conversation so that so that I can hear, I can read from you. So because you need to contribute to this topic, uh, it's happened in our Yoruba land that two people. Um, Later on, I will go deeper into the details. So I'm waiting for more people to join this conversation so that we can flow together. So the topic says Odu Ifa book, who is the copyright owner? I hope you guys know the meaning of copyright owner. So you know the meaning of copyright owner, and now we have our Odu Ifa books. A lot of our elders are writing books on Odu Ifa. Now the question is, who is the copyright owner of the messages? So I think I should start now. Maybe you guys can join me later. So once again, I appreciate you all for watching my videos, for showing love by liking and by commenting. So thank you guys. I thank you all. So the topic of the day is once again Odu Ifa books. Who is the copyright owner of Odu Ifa books? In the past, in the past, Odu Ifa messages are in oral form, and now we have the written text of the messages. So something happened in Yoruba land a few days ago, where someone was arrested because he um, something like he adjusted something in fact pretty much the cover page of the Odu Ifa book. He puts his own cover page in there, and the owner of the book arrested him and they claim um, some some money from him for changing the cover of his book. So I want us to look into it tonight. And once again, you are just joining me. The topic is Odu Ifa books. Who is the copyright owner? So, and as I said earlier, this topic um, was inspired by what happened in Yoruba land a few days ago, or a week or 2 weeks ago, where a man was arrested because he felt that Odu Ifa, or the messages of Odu Ifa, is from Olodumare. That is, nobody owns the messages. So this man, he thought that the book, the Odu Ifa book that he bought for himself, he thought that he could do whatever he wants with the book. So he changed the cover of the book, and the owner of the book now arrested him. So I have the video. I have the video of how it all happened. Maybe later on I will post the video. Actually, it's in Yoruba language. That means I will post the video and translate it so that you guys can understand what happened deeply. But we are doing a live show, so I can explain what actually happened to you so that we can look into it and decide who owns the copyright of Odu Ifa books. So is it what we can have for ourselves and do whatever we want with it, or the writer or the author of the book owns the copyright, and he can sue someone for using the book, or for designing the book the way we want, or whatever. So this is a very critical topic, and As a matter of fact, I wish to interview some authority, some prominent elders on this topic. So if time permits me, I will move around to interview the priest, our babalawos, one or two of them, to explain uh, how Odu Ifa books, who owns the Odu Ifa books that we have out there. So what happened that I told you that I want to explain is that a man bought a book on Odu Ifa, a very lovely Odu Ifa book, very big and voluminous. So this man changed the cover of the book to suit his own purpose, like the way he wanted it. He designed the book the way, but I don't think he changed the content of the book, but he changed the cover. So and the man was arrested by the author of the book. So the man was arrested, and he spent like 4 or 5 days in the police station. I think 4 days, and he was compelled, he was made to pay a certain amount of money so that the case will not go to court. So I know some of you are Yorubas will be aware of this issue, of this incident. It happened, and it's actually trended a little bit on Facebook and on other social media platforms. So this man, according to him, he thought that he could do whatever he want with the book. So he bought the book and now made some changes. He actually changed the cover of the book to suit himself. So the owner of the book now arrested him. And the video that the man did to explain himself on what, though he has been released on agreements, he has been released on agreements. So according to what the man said, which I wish I want us to look into, he said that he thought that the messages in Odu Ifa are from Olodumare through Orunmila. That he didn't know that the author of the book is the owner of the message. So this is the point that this man made. This is the explanation he gave, that I didn't know, that he's very sorry for buying the book and changing the cover of the book to suit his own purpose. So let's look into it. The topic is Odu Ifa Books, who is the copyright owner. You know what copyright means? The copyright, when you have your intellectual property in book form or in whatever form that you have it. So if someone tamper with it without your permission, the person can be sued. You know, since it's your intellectual property. So your intellectual property means that is your own efforts, your own brain, and stuff like that. Now, I said it recently on this channel that that hopefully time will come where Yoruba religion and Ifa religion will have a unified book that will speak the same language, which is it makes sense like that to have something like that. So where we have a unified book that will speak the same language on Ifa religion. This topic is very critical and is very technical, right? Because our elders, they are our elders, and we should respect them. We should respect our elders, especially our Babalawos and our Ifa priests. They are the ones who are keeping our Ifa religion, who are keeping the Ifa religion alive, and our Yoruba religion and culture and traditions. They are the one keeping it alive. So with the youth, we are just joining them because we are already knowing the truth that our culture, our traditions, and our religion should not be forgotten. So for that reason, our elders who have been promoting our culture and tradition for a very long time, we should always respect them. So as much as we love them and we are respecting them, at the same time, our future is important as well, and the coming generation in Yoruba land and other part of the world, wherever we have Africans and Yorubas. So our future is very important, and the future of the coming generation. So um, if we say we are interested in Ifa religion, I'm speaking on behalf of the rest of the youth. So um, we need to be organized. You know, the in Africa we know that civilization did a lot of you know, good or bad or whatever, to our culture and traditions and even religion. Now that we are now getting our feedback, we are understanding that, oh, we should go back to our ancestral paths. As much as we are embracing civilization and modern world, we should equally not let our culture and tradition die. But there is a critical thing here. um, our elders are coming up with ideas of writing books on Ifa, the Odu Ifa. You know, when you say Odu Ifa, meaning that the messages from Orunmila, right? So the messages, if you have, like our elders, they have the messages off edge. They've memorized everything, and now that they are coming out to write books on it, on them rather, on the messages. Now that they are writing the messages down, now the question is, who is the copyright owner of the book? So my own is to analyze what happened. My own is to explain what actually happened, that I told you that happened in Yoruba land, that a man was arrested for buying an Odu Ifa book, and he now changed it. He changed the cover of the book to his own taste and whatever, and eventually the man was arrested on the ground that he tampered with someone's intellectual property. So the question now to you guys is that, who is the copyright owner of any Odu Ifa that we have around? So if you have an Odu Ifa rating, the messages there, we know that is from Orunmila, and now if I have the book and you do whatever you want with the book, maybe you have it and share it as a gift to your loved ones, you know, for birthday and whatever, and it's now designed or redesigned and shared to your loved ones. So is it is it an offense to do that or thereabout? So the incident that happened is that the man bought the book and he now changed the cover to his own cover, and he was arrested. And the claim is that he has tampered with someone's intellectual property, right? So I don't know if you guys can write a comment about this, that okay, the messages in the book, who in the Odu Ifa book, who is the copyright owner? Is it Orunmila or the person that wrote the book? Who owns the messages in the book? So this is a critical topic, and I have discussed with someone with a young Babalawo to analyze this for us. So I've discussed with him. I thought we'll have the video shots today, but it's going to be maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. Analyze it. I have questions to ask him. So maybe by tomorrow, uh, the video will be out, or next tomorrow. Yeah. What book is it? Can you say? Actually, I wouldn't want to talk about the book for now. I wouldn't want to say something about the book, but in my description later on, I can send out a link where you guys can get more details about it, right? Because I wouldn't want to interfere for now. I wouldn't want to interfere, but if I can reach out to to the uh, the people, to the stakeholders in this matter, so I think it's pretty much better like that, right? So I wouldn't want to tell you but the details of the whole thing will be passed out to you guys tomorrow or next tomorrow. It's a critical issue. If you have a book on Ifa and you feel that this book is from Olodumare through Orunmila to us, and someone now compile it and begin to sell. If I buy one for myself and I feel that this is a message from from God, from Olodumare, to me I feel that this is straight from Olodumare, and it shouldn't be, because like the other religions, the Western, as in the Abrahamic religion, where I can buy a Bible now and do whatever I want, like maybe share the cover and put something, happy birthday to my brother, happy birthday, or as a gift to my loved ones, because nobody owns it, right? I can't do a mass copy of what is not mine and begin to use the brand name to sell or to share, right? Because I've said it that we should be organized and have a unified book or voice. If I have my money, I can invest in doing the mass production of Odu Ifa and share it free of charge to people. You know, if the book is available now and it's called The Message of Orunmila, Odu Ifa, let's say Ejogbe verse 1, Ejogbe verse 2, verse 3, verse 4, and we have a unified message. I can buy it and reproduce and share to people to promote my culture, to promote my tradition, and to promote my religion. So that is the way I see it. So I want to go deep into it by traveling to where these people are. I will try and meet them and interview them, because I have nothing to say for now than to explain what happened to you guys. Then maybe you look into it, that in Yoruba religion and Ifa religion, there should be we need a voice, one voice, where we can have a unified where we can have unified messages, you know, as the whole as the as if especially outside the Yoruba land. I see that our Africans, our Yorubas outside abroad are embracing Ifa religion, so to speak. And I know that you guys are very educated, you guys are very enlightened, and you are highly exposed. So is the center of this religion is in Yoruba land, and it's very important that our elders should 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 see that the Western world, our Yorubas outside Yoruba land, our Africans outside Yoruba land, people who are interested in the Ifa religion are educated, and they want something organized. They want a religion that is very organized and that has a very good voice uh, uh, on a good voice for humanity, right? So, like I said, please, if you have heard about this incident, or you know what I'm talking about, or you've seen it online, you can contribute by sending your comments. I really want to know that, okay, Odu Ifa Books, who is the copyright owner of of the Odu Ifa books that we have around? So is it that me, I will have my own version of the book, or Mr. B will have his own version of the book, Mr. C will have his own version of the book. If I say a Jobe, verse 1, are we speaking the same language? If I read book A, is book A saying the same thing with book B or book C? So it should be a voice so that um, we will know that they are not made up messages as far as I'm concerned. So when you say you have messages from Orunmila and messages from Olodumare through Orunmila to us, to humanity, to Yorubas, to solve our problems. So, and it's compiled, and these messages are compiled by, sorry, excuse me, by someone, and eventually this person um, now says that this is my intellectual property. You know, well, maybe that is how it is. I don't know, and that's more reason why I said I'm going to bring. I will have a live, online video chat with someone. I've discussed with him, so I will ask this question. He will explain in details uh, who owns the copyright, who is the copyright owner of the Odu Ifa books that we have. Because going by the definition of Ifa, Ifa is a Yoruba religion, as you all know. Ifa is a Yoruba religion, and it's a system of divination, right? It's a system of divination, and Orunmila is a grand Ifa priest. Orunmila is a grand Ifa, and he is the one who revealed the divinity and the prophecy to the world. So when we have this as the definition of Ifa, now the messages means that the messages are from him. So we have Babalawos and Iyanifas, who are the ones that we have now. They are the ones that have been passing the messages for a very long time ago uh, from one Babalawo to another, and we have it up to today. Now that this generation, we are coming up with something that can compete with the rest of the world, like a religion that can stand the test of time, and we now want to have a written text, a book that we can read. And it shouldn't be that only Babalawo should know the message or the messages in the Ifa religion. Now that we are having the book, if someone says, "Oh, let me invest in it free of charge and as possible and share to whoever is interested in it," and this person now says, "This is how I want the book to be designed," he's not the Babalawo. He's not a Babalawo, but he loves his culture, and he loves his tradition. He loves his religion, his our religion, and he now says, "I need a book on Odu. I need a book on Ifa. I need a book on Ifa. I want to produce as many copies as possible and share to people who are interested in Odu. In fact, I wouldn't the books, all the messages on in other religions, the holy books in other religions. The only thing I know they do say is version. You can say King James version or so version, or translated by so person, or translated by. That's what I do know of. But to say the author of this book is Mr. A. The author of this book is Mr. B. To me, you shouldn't. I don't think it should be, in my own opinion. In my own opinion, it should only be if the original text is in Yoruba and someone say translated by me. I think that is still pretty much good to hear. But saying that the messages in there is my copyright owner. Well, I can't judge now. I can't judge. I'm talking based on my own reasoning, based on my own reasoning. and that's why I'm pushing this question how that who is the copyright owner of the book. And like I said, I'll be bringing someone. Is a young man, he can speak English, so and he's a priest, he's an Ifa priest. He's very vast in Ifa, so I can speak because I need someone who can speak English to explain this. So I will do a live a video with him or online video chat with him to analyze this so that we can all benefit from it and we shouldn't fall victim of something that happened to the guy, to the man rather. So the man he wanted, according to what he said he just discovered Ifa that the messages in Ifa are good, and he now decided to be teaching people, and he has a show on Facebook where he's even a Christian. He talks about he's a Christian. I think he has a church as well. So he bought a book. He bought the book and began to glorify Ifa. He began to glorify Odu Ifa. He began to talk about it. He began to say, "Oh, Yorubas, go back to your ancestral paths. Go back to your books." In fact, he started promoting the Ifa book on his page. So what he now did, I think he now changed the cover of the he bought the book he bought. He said there's a mistake that he should now change the cover to his own taste, to his own the way he wanted it. So, but eventually he was arrested for doing that. The author of the original book, arrested him, and on agreement, he was released on agreement to pay a certain amount of money for doing that. So the man now explained himself. I have the video with me. It's in Yoruba, so I can't play it now because you guys won't understand. But later on, maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow, I will post the video and translate so that you guys can watch and hear from the man himself. So he now said he thought that this book is from Olodumare. That he didn't know that the person that produced the book owns the messages. I now began to question myself that this person is interested in Odu Ifa and is promoting it on his page, and now he thought that the book belongs to no one, that is from Olodumare. According to what he said, he now said that the owner, the person that printed the book, says his own. That he now said he's very sorry that he didn't know, and he said he's not gonna touch the book anymore. That he's not gonna touch the book anymore, and that we Yorubas should help him get another Ifa book that he will be using. So that was what he said. I mean, that's what he said. So now he's now bringing me back to the question that who is now the rightful owner of the Odu Ifa messages. So I was even planning to buy the book. Because it is very voluminous. I wanted to check what is in the book and analyze what it's all about. So, guys, I hope I've been able to explain what happened to you, and the question still remains: Odu Ifa books, who is the rightful copyright owner? So, and I said that I'll be bringing. I have a man, a priest, a young Ifa priest, that will analyze this for us. So I have questions to ask him. So he is going to expatiate this topic correctly. And next tomorrow, I will post the video, the explanation of the man, and I will translate it on YouTube using the closed caption. I'll translate it so that you guys can hear from him. And the other part of the story, I can as well post the video, because the owner of the book actually reacted to the allegation, and there is a video on that as well. He reacted through his spoke person. So I can post the two videos for you guys to watch, so that you can read in between the lines, and eventually maybe show you the book in the video. But for now, I want them to say it themselves, because they have the book with them in the video. So they will show you the book in the video for you guys to watch, and you can judge. And if you have any contribution in your own little way, you can, right? Because when people are coming up to embrace Ifa religion, and the issue of who owns the book that will be used to understand the religion is coming up, what do you think will happen? That means we are yet to be organized, and this is a civilized society. We are is no longer in the Stone Age. It's no longer in the past, where people just behave, you know, whatever they are, where people behave barbarically. You know, now we are civilized now. We are civilized now, and we are more organized in this generation. So if people like us, the youth, are coming up, educated youth, elites, are coming up to go back to their ancestral paths, and it's now becoming something that is not organized, you know, to you know, that we need correction. We need correction. So that's it, guys, and I think you've understood my explanation. Thank you, guys. I have to go now. So if you have any question, let me read from you. Let me see. I think some people sent, you know. Okay. Thank you. So thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow, and bye for now.